today our guest is Miguel Cambpell. So first question, Miguel, how are you?
I'm fine.
When was the first time you realized the music is something you want to do in your life?
I think the first time I realized it was something on a serious scale, I was in one of my friend's houses and he had a few synthesizers and drum machines, and I was doing a DJ set on the webcam. And during this set, I had one song that had a beat a cappella, just drums, and I was playing the bass on the synthesizer, and I was like, hey, I love this. And that's when I really realized that I wanted to start producing more than just DJing. So I think it was when I was given the opportunity to see everything in one place and have a play, and I was hooked. I realized, hey, this is something I want to do. At the time, I worked in insurance, so I was on the telephone every day, and I realized I needed to do something to move from one job into the music job, you know, and this is something that took a long time.
It was the time when Hot Creations decided to release your music, so can you explain me how it all came along?
Well, at the time I was making lots of funky music, you know, disco and French house and things like this. And it was really at a time when minimal techno was the most popular music. When guys like Jamie Jones and Soul Clap and some of my other friends like Rob James and Richie Ahmed began to play this kind of music, it all became much more popular. And I had so many tracks that were a perfect fit. Richie Ahmed took my music to Miami one year, and a couple of my songs were doing really well out there. So I spoke to Jamie, and Jamie asked me if I would produce an album for Hot Creations. And it was around this time that I started to play more internationally and things like this. And I think really all it was in my city of Leeds. We had lots of clubs there and we met lots of good DJs as they passed through. And because I had all of my music together and I was ready, that's what really helped propel to the next level, you know?
Okay, now you've done your first big release, and then it came the second step, and I would say that it was Essential Mix that you did. So how did you felt when P-Tonk asked you to do an Essential Mix? How big it was to you?
Okay, you're not far wrong there. The Essential Mix is something that is considered a crown of dance music, you know. I think so far less than 400 artists have done an Essential Mix or something, so it was a real pleasure to be invited. For quite some time before this, it was a dream of mine, you know, and I kind of put it out to the universe. I'm going to be doing an Essential Mix soon, and after around 12 months of touring and things, the opportunity came about. It was fantastic, one of the best things that happened to me. I actually think it was a cancellation, and I had only 3 or 4 days to put it together. But because I had this thought of doing an Essential Mix, I used to always write down the name of my favorite songs and say if I did an Essential Mix, I would play this. So by the time I was asked, even though I only had 3 days, I had one big set list already of the songs that I would like on my first Essential Mix. So fingers crossed I'll be doing another one again soon. Just put that out there, you know.
When you look it all through, how do you see your career going? Is it going smooth? Is it going well? Was it hard?
I'm having a fantastic time at the moment. I've got lots more time in the studio since I've moved back home to Leeds, so I'm really enjoying making music during the week. I've got used to touring, you know, I know what I like and what I don't like, so now I embrace what I like and I say no to the things that I don't like, you know. At the moment I have lots of tours in Australia and Mexico, coming here to Croatia, going to Ibiza in the summer, and I love it, you know. Whilst it's hard work in the travelling and things, once I'm at the spots and I meet people, it's not a job for me, it's life, you know, it's amazing.
Okay, you're playing tonight at the Club Opera. It's your first time?
Yes, it's my first time in the city.
Okay, so can you tell me a few titles that will keep the party on?
Well, today I'll be playing lots of my own music that I've produced at home. Lots of it is untitled, actually. I have some other tracks from guys like Maceo Plex, my friend Kiko from Grenoble, guys like Matt Hughes and Ian O'Hare who release on my label. So there's lots of interesting things. I have a remix that I'll be playing tonight of a track that I'm making with Colour Castle, an Australian artist. This will be released on Ministry of Sound sometime in August. So I'm really excited to play that and see what kind of reaction I get. Well, I've been lucky enough to come to Croatia a few times. I've visited quite a few of the coastal cities. Over the last 10 years, I've seen it develop lots. You know, when I first came here, there was only 1 or 2 festivals happening in a few different areas. Now I think there's like 50, 60 festivals happening every summer here. So it's really evolved. And what I like about it here is it's very free. You know, once you are in the party, you can express yourself in whatever way you like to do, you know, and nobody will think twice about it. You know, it's very liberal. And you know, there are comparisons to Ibiza here also. Many years ago, when Ibiza was more rustic and it was just happening, there are comparisons to be drawn with Croatia. So it's my first time visiting a major city here in Croatia, so I'm interested to see what the club's saying tonight. It looks amazing.
So can you tell something to all the fans that will be at the Opera Club waiting for you?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting to the Opera Club. I'm looking forward to feeling the energy and playing some good music down there. So I'll see you soon.